What's up YouTube? My name's Loy and I'm here with another vlog. I took quite a bit of a break after provincials, which was on Saturday, and today's Thursday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days off. I've been going through like a lot of thoughts after that performance because of how the setting was, how I felt during it, and how I felt like I wasn't able to express my climbing the way I wanted to. So I've kind of reset like how I think about how I want to progress in climbing. So the next couple months we'll mostly be doing what like I really want to do, which is pull-ups, kilter board, and hangboarding. Like those are the main things that I really want to do. But it's not just because like I don't want to do comp stuff. The setting is getting really physical instead of comp style, and that's one of the reasons why I felt like I wasn't so successful, because I've been dedicating so much time to comp style movements, and there was like no hard slab and no hard coordination in qualifiers, which really hurt me and my chances. People see me as really strong, which is true, but I haven't honed that strength into like my climbing yet. And I also think that I really lack a significant amount of power endurance to be successful on these physical kind of boulders in qualifiers. So I want to like refocus on a large base strength so that I can absolutely destroy those types of boulders. So I'm not going to try to do any min edge. I'm not going to try to like 1 rep max anything. I'm just trying to build like a huge base of pulling strength, of hangboarding strength, and of kiltering, and just absolutely destroying boulders. So yeah, today's going to be a pretty chill session. It's the first day back and no expectations, but I want to feel strong and move because I feel super lazy from not moving. So let's bar pull-ups. So yeah, sorry about that there wasn't a video last week. Like I've been saying, I feel like I've been pretty burnt out ever since dead point. So from dead point till now, that's like probably a month. I've just been kind of grinding, doing things that, I mean, I'm not doing it in the right way where I'm getting enough rest and I'm giving enough passion. Rose Block Champs was definitely showed like how burnt out I was, because I was filming finals to the YouTube. I had like a lot of freedom. I can go on the mats and everything, but I just was so out of it. Like I was like phoning it in, like just going through the motions. And even then, like going through the motions, I still like, I'm coming out with the best media, which is good. But like I wanna keep that passion going. So I gotta find a way to like reset my mind and find the joy in it again, I guess, instead of making it feel like so much just work. But hopefully this is like a new chapter, and where I'm gonna kind of revisit some good mentality that I had before from like 2 years ago when I was like fully kiltering. I think that was like the most fun I had on bouldering, just because I keep coming back to the word like dominant. I think I want to like dominate boulders and be able to like crush them and feel good on them again. And so that's kind of the goal going into this training cycle. One of the main focuses that I'm going to be taking on this kind of training cycle is to train a lot of body weight stuff. On pull-ups, I'm definitely going to have to do them weighted, just because, body weight will be absurd. But like 1 arm pull-ups, I'm going to do like without any added weight. Hangboarding, I'm going to do Beastmaker middle edge, no added weight for as long as I can. Yeah, that was kind of rough. So I want to really build up the ability to just do kind of absurd and dominant amount of reps at my body weight, because that's the thing. Everyone sees like my peak force feats, and but they don't realize that like I can't do that over and over and over again. That's a very one-time thing. So I want to kind of bring my baseline closer to my peak force. So that's like the main goal. One of the funny things is that I peaked really, really well for provincials. Like I was physically feeling pretty freaking solid. I wish I actually videotaped my warm-up, because I was explosive like crazy. Probably the best I've ever did it. And today, obviously, I'm feeling sluggish just because I took 5 days off. It goes to show that things are like working. I just couldn't like put it together, which is pretty annoying, because I feel like I haven't caught up with strength forever since like I started climbing, which is like, I mean, obviously, but I've been working really, really hard to do so, and the setting didn't really let me express that. I want to like double down, and not only double down on like getting better at climbing, but double down on what actually makes me special, which is my strength. I feel like if you kind of hide from what makes you physically special, your characteristics, then you're just going to not maximize your potential, etc. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to the hangboarding, because cut. Nothing impressive here. It's funny because like I've always loved hangboarding. I think I love it as much as I like doing pull-ups and as much as I like doing climbing. That's a little controversial to say, like everyone, not everyone, but in climbing, like climbing is the main focus obviously, and these are just accessory stuff. But I enjoy the process of training just as much as the process of climbing, and maybe even more than the performance aspects, just because like I have not enough reps in the performance side, and obviously doing not so well is really difficult. And obviously if you're not succeeding very well in something, then you're not going to enjoy it as much. And you know, I've never been great at competing. You know, like it's only been my second year competing in climbing, and even in the past, like I've never been top of any sport, never won really anything, which I mean, I did a lot of team sports, and I never competed in powerlifting, which I think I would have had a pretty good chance to actually do well and place well in powerlifting. But all my other team sports were, you know, team sports. It's hard to do things like I mean, we're like 15, 16, 17, you know, like team sports, yeah, what can you do? Yeah, so I'm just so familiar with training, and for me taking it seriously, like, you know, you can't always get your teammates to take your sport seriously, but you can take it seriously for yourself and make the most of it. And I've always had that perspective ever since I started doing sports. And so I'm super familiar with succeeding in that aspect of becoming better.
Oh my God, my skin hurts still.
Whether or not my teammates were trying as hard, and moving into more one-person sports like powerlifting and climbing. It's really about just you versus you. And so all those days of training back to back to back, and seeing that improvement over time is really what keeps me going, you know, like I've never tasted victory, so I don't even know what it means to like chase that. So just chasing this is what I really enjoy. And hangboarding and pull-ups and all that jazz is so much more measurable than your climbing performance. I'm just gonna go through my old training routine. Like the reason why I want to go back to like what was happening 2 years ago is not because like I am so much better now than I was 2 years ago, but like the single-minded approach that I had back then, like the winter arc was just so intense and so rewarding for what I was doing. Like I only kiltered basically, and that was the grind. And for where I was at 2 years ago, like after 2 years of climbing, I was really good. And I want to kind of get that back. I want to not be injured, and I want to do some big moves. And I think I have a lot to express on the Kilter board and tension board a little bit now as well. So I just want to bring the grind back. As one of the big things that I found the issue is I'm really lucky because I work at a climbing gym, and here in Montreal there's a thing called Intergym where I get to go to all the gyms for free, and all the other staffs from all the other gyms also get to go to all the gyms. And so I get to have a large selection of comp style boulders to try. But even then, there's only 4 gyms that are near me that I reasonably can go to, which is Alley Up Mile End, Alley Up Verdun, and Block Shop Mile X, and Cafe Bloc, kind of. They're changing the setting a lot. Even if I have all those gyms, there's still the issue of like traveling to all those gyms, and the issue of still not having enough boulders, which is like crazy to say. But on the Kilter or on the tension board, I get to go to one place, one gym, I get to grind on a board, I don't have to move anywhere, and they're just infinite boulders, and I can just try so hard, and it's so much more simple and so much easier. That's one of the other things that I'm really wanting to get down, is the simplicity of it. Like I know exactly what I'm gonna do every single day and just bang it out. I really kind of miss that. Okay. Oh, pretty good. For feeling pretty bad, I feel not so bad on the hangboard with those one-arm hangs. And the left hand's definitely gonna lift off today, so that's cool. And like I was saying, I'm really focusing on time under tension, I guess. Historically, I'm really good at like a 3-second hang where the force, I just lift off and hang for a bit and then come down. But I haven't specifically thought about like what goals I want to hit with these yet. Somewhere in like the 20 to 30 second mark on the middle edge, I think would be good. I've done like 10 before when I was like bad, like way long ago. And so 20 or 30 should be doable, especially with my right hand, I think. So the goal is gonna be 3 sets, 1 rep of as long as possible on the middle edge. I think that's how I'm gonna be doing it. Might add more sets, but like only 1 more maybe. So let's do the second set and let's see if we can lift off the second.
Ah.
Okay. It's super interesting because, well, my skin's really sweaty and hanging is really just in the shoulders. Like, it doesn't really feel in the flexors. I feel like I'm producing as much force when my feet hit the ground. With my forearm flexors, it's just my shoulders are engaged, which I guess is normal, but it goes to show that maybe my shoulders are weaker than before. So we'll do one more set and then go kilter boarding. Okay, let's go kilter. Whee! Okay, so we're gonna start off with V4. The goal of the kiltering, so I'm gonna do 2 sessions, one projecting session, and the other one will be more volume session. And on the volume session, I'm gonna try easier grades, not like before, like I'm gonna build up, but I'm gonna try to do it as like perfect and static as possible, just absolutely destroy the boulder. That's definitely gonna be my goal. So this kilter's at 40 degrees, and we're gonna start off with V4 bell of the wall. I don't know if you can see it. Oh. Oh, good V4. Okay, yeah, I can definitely do a lot of these. So let's try a V5. Okay, this one's called Bonesaw V5 60 plus, but this one looks fun. Yeah, static AF. I can't reach it. Oh, a lot of leg usage in that one. But that one was pretty fun. I didn't climb it as lock off as I could. Kind of flowed through it more. So maybe I'm gonna retry that. Ooh, am I like so shiny? Okay, took a little like 10-second rest and let's try this super duper static. Locker every move, except for the big move because I'm short. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please consider supporting me either directly on Patreon or by buying a Rage Climbing t-shirt. It really helps me continue creating content like this, and it really helps me keep pushing Canadian climbing forward with Rage Climbing and all the videos I do there. I've been really feeling a little burnt out on it, so all the support you guys give me really helps me keep going. So thank you guys so much for that. Back to the video. Pew. That was a little better. It's like not efficient at all, but I definitely crushed the boulder, so hopefully that looked good. Okay, let's try the next one, V6. It's Dreams of Rad by Jimmy Webb. Looks like a longer one, but that means I'll just have to crush more moves. So let's try it. That wasn't lock off at all. Well, my fingers are feeling a little cooked, honestly, which it's not good already. I'll give it a break and see if I can do it cleaner, because that was not clean. Okay, let's try to do this one a little bit cleaner, just a little more static. See if I can engage the forms a little bit. Definitely don't want to get injured, and that's the whole point. It's easy boulders, but let's do it properly. Yeah, okay. That was definitely much cleaner and better beta. I definitely had better beta on that one, but still lurchy. I know you probably can't really tell. It's more of like a feel thing, but I mean, I'm kind of happy with that burn. So we'll try next one up, but I can definitely feel like I'm not as locked in as I could be, which is completely normal. I'm on a not very strong day. Let's see the next boulder. Say Sike by Fluffy the Cat, no match. And this one looks pretty dynamic. It's gonna be interesting to see how I can do this like more statically. We'll see. It seems like I need at least one burn to like understand the moves a bit better, get used to the Kilter Board again. Flag to start.
My hand was slipping.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad skin thing. Maybe I can zoom in and you'll see it. Not too sure, but obviously it'd be easier just to jump to it, the last move. That one I'm not too sad about. I'm gonna try it actually faster this time and try to flow through it instead of trying to lock it off, because this one was terrible to lock off. It didn't really feel so rock solid, some of the moves. So I think what I need to learn is like to blend the super lock off and destroying with like when I need to flow. Kind of similar to the one of the earlier boulders, V5 or V4, where I had to like, I wasn't long enough to like reach and static all the way, so I had to do a little lurch. And if you can integrate those dynamic movements into your lock off movements, I feel like that looks really cool. Maybe not efficient at all, but I don't care. Like I just want to do this because I think it's fun and it's what gets me psyched. And I want to come back to that psych that I have for climbing. Let's try it again with more flow. Yeah, that was what you're supposed to do. That cross was pretty heinous. Saw the foot finally, back flagged into it and bumped, which was better, but it's not lock off, I guess. I don't know. But V7, you know, let's see some V8s or something. This V8 is super jumpy, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to static it, but we'll jump around. I'm feeling flow kind of come. I don't even know if you have to jump. I think jumping's easier. My foot accuracy is all over the place. That's another thing when you're tired, you're like, core is weak and you can't put your feet. I'm not used to it. Yeah, that wasn't static at all, but I don't know, I sent it. Should I try it like more efficiently? I think so. I think maybe the goal isn't to be as static as possible, it's just to clean it as clean as possible, because I had a lot of hesitation on that one, so yeah, let's practice some execution and dominance. So I'll rest up and try it again. Better. We'll move on, but I'm like not accurate on the jumps yet, so that's interesting to keep in the bank to think about as I start this program. But good boulder. Let's try the next one. This is another V8. It's called Push the Button by Jackie Kilter. This one also looks a little dynamic, but I mean, I'm on a Kilter board. What do I expect? That's a lot of feet. I'm weak. Tricky boulder. There's a reason why I haven't done this one. I think it's a foot thing on the left. Damn, I didn't flash my sesh. Climbing with a friend, Zephyr, and there was a foot, and I didn't see the foot. I'm stupid. Okay, let's do this one. I was weak. Why did I do that? I don't know, man. Okay, well, that wasn't figured out. I also just might be weak in pinch, which I am. I've only got V8 on Kilter. Okay, Zephyr was just trying what I was kind of trying, but like a little different. I'm thinking of like a left foot here and like a toe hook here. And keep the tension. Let's try it. Fuck this shit, bro. Maybe I just bump into the slope. Honnêtement. I'm falling. This is bad. Okay, I just brushed it. I'm gonna try the bump beta. I'm a little flash pumped right now, honestly. So if I don't send after, it's not my fault. No, that's terrible. I'm so flash pumped. I'm flash pumped. Okay, I think I just need to pinch harder. It's definitely, I just need to pinch harder. I'm just being stupid. Okay, I'm gonna rest and then we'll try it. Then we might end the vlog because I'm already cooked. Yeah, don't expect to perform when you're 5 days off, obviously. Boom. Okay, let's try this one again. If I don't do it, I don't know. Did I cut? I'm not using my brain. Ow, that hurt my skin. Okay, I think I gotta pull a toma. It's not really a toma, but he does it all the time where you back flag and then you use your hips to like throw your momentum in the right spot to do it. So it's like a momentum back flag kind of thing. And I think it'll help a lot on this type of move because the drop knee is not working for me. So let's try it. So I'm gonna cut, swing my legs over, back flag.
Come on, ready? That's easy.
Okay, it wasn't the cleanest little like knee thingy. I don't even know what to call it, but it definitely worked for this boulder. And I was slipping on the pinch and everything, so clairement, it's a technique I really need a lot of work on because I'm really bad at it, but it's really useful. So I gotta figure it out. I'm gonna explain this move and like how I did it differently and why it helps. So basically you have these two hands and you need to get your hips over to the right here under these two holds to come into it, right? And so there are 3 options here that we can use. We can use these 2 feet and do a drop knee this way and get into it. Or you can put your right foot here, back flag, and lock off into it. Or you can do what I did on my Sengo, which is flick my hips into the position as I'm arriving at this hold. So what are the differences between those 3 techniques? The first 2 techniques are lock off heavy. So you're doing this drop knee to place your hips into a specific position and holding on really hard with this hand to lock off into the position so that you can go into this. The same thing with the back flag, where you're back flagging your hips into the right position and locking off on this pinch to come into this. But what happens if you're not strong enough in your hand to hold this position well and really grip it strong and lock off into it? Well, you need to use a little bit of momentum. And you can definitely use momentum in this drop knee configuration, but it's because you're so stuck to the wall and there's holds, it's harder to get your hips right into the right spot, especially if you're not pushing like outwards towards inwards into the position. So by doing the momentum kick with your right foot over here, you can bring your hips out of the wall, throw them into the wall, into the exact right position, and arrive to the hold at the exact same time so that you use the least amount of energy in this right arm locking off. And of course, I didn't do it super clean like how Thomas does it. He just does it magically, especially on one of the other vlogs. I'll try to find the video where it's just like, you just like float into it. And maybe I'll try this technique again just to practice it. When you really master this technique, it saves you a lot of energy and efficiency because you don't have to focus on like placing your feet really well. You just need one foot and throw your hips right into the right spot. And so it saves energy on your hands, and it saves energy on, well, your hands again, to like, so that you don't have to waste time moving your feet around. So I'll try this technique one more time to see if I can like nail it down. But yeah, historically I'm like pretty bad at this. Oh. That's like so bad, you know? Okay, I don't know how to do it at all, but I know it works because clearly I'm doing the move, you know? So I definitely gotta nitpick some climbers to like figure out what makes like their exact path you need to like bring your hips into the right position. Because you can definitely see I'm like catching with my left hand and falling out. So it's not perfect. When you do it perfectly, you just end in the right position. It's cool because all of this video, I don't really analyze it, so this will be cool to look back and watch and analyze my technique. I'm gonna try it again just from here. I can't reach it like Zephyr can.
Oh, maybe I can.
It's like so close, it's so precise, and because you don't have like another point of contact, you're like throwing your hips into space. It's hard to know exactly where you're supposed to go, but it's like the first move of, the first move of Wagon Light. I didn't understand the hip positioning at all. And then once I got it, it completely unlocked for me and I could do it all the time. So just gotta get more reps in on this kind of technique. But my pinch is hurting. That was better. Not bad. One more try. I want to hit it perfect. That was way worse. Okay, well, cut. I learned something. But my skin is really dying and I definitely had some good attempts in it. So I'm really happy with that. Obviously not the craziest climbing session, obviously, but had a lot of fun and I learned something which is really good. And I'm really excited to like keep kiltering, keep learning, keep board climbing, keep hangboarding, keep doing pull-ups and get really back to like what I love about climbing. And I love all the comp stuff too, but it's not being tested in competitions. So I feel really left out. So it's just for fun now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really learned something. There was a lot of good learning in this video, and I'll see you guys next week.